Welcome back to the EMF course. Okay, take 3. Welcome back to the EMF education course. This is Thaddeus over here.
Hey, and we're here with Heidi again.
And today we're going to be talking about elimination. Wait, there's more. Distance, time, and shielding. We're not talking about pooping.
Do you even know what the most harmful EMF or microwave radiation is at your home?
Oh my God, don't ever do that. Oh, I got a text. Oh, I'm on the internet.
Oh my gosh.
Do I need to be taller?
Yes. Oh, much better.
Oh, look at it. That's our intro. You can't call it intro if you say intro.
I hope not. Distance.
Distance, time.
All right. So, what do you have to know to protect yourself? We're finally at the protection part.
All right.
So
listen up. We've got some good stuff to share with you.
Finally, you get to understand how you're going to protect yourself from all this EMF that we've been talking about. That's definitely been proven to have biological effect.
Absolutely.
Probably very dangerous. 5G, maybe even more so. Definitely more so. Okay, so what do you do?
What do you do?
So elimination, that's number 1. Eliminate the source. If you can get rid of the source, there's no problem.
Okay.
If you have x-rays beaming on your body and they're causing DNA damage and you turn off the x-ray machine, problem solved.
You're good.
Well, maybe not good.
That's a pretty extreme example.
So anytime you can eliminate a source. So
okay.
Do you need, and we went through this and we can do it again, but when we go through the safe cell phone use,
yep.
coming up soon, do you need your Wi-Fi on and your Bluetooth and your cellular data and the cell service to the tower for talk and text all at the same time? Probably
the answer is no.
This is on an Android, obviously. So if you'll see, I've got airplane mode on. When I turn airplane mode off, there are 4 antennas here. Cellular, that's talk and text, cellular data, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. So I'm going to turn the airplane mode off. And you'll notice the only thing that turns on my phone automatically is the cellular data. Because if I'm turning off airplane mode, I need to download something most of the time. Now, I can turn cellular data off, pushing that button. So now I'm off airplane mode. None of these other antennas, these are all antennas on my phone that are shut down. They're off, but I can still do talk and text.
Probably you can eliminate some of those and therefore irradiate your body less.
Right.
Does your cell phone have to be turned on that second, or can you put it in airplane mode for the next couple hours before you have to turn it back on? So you're eliminating sources. Can you turn your Wi-Fi off at night? Yes. So all these things are ways you can eliminate the source. Can you move if you live directly in front of a cell phone tower? I hope so.
Yes.
Because you want to eliminate that major source of radiation that's coming into your home, and the more you can eliminate, the better. Cool. Distance. We're going to show you right now what we mean when we say distance. So the further you are from the field, the less effect it will have on your body. This is called the inverse square law.
Right.
So that means something about, and this is relative. So for every inch you move away from the source of radiation, so every inch you move away from your phone, the field, the electromagnetic field,
Drops by 10.
drops by 10 times. Yep, exactly. So for every 1 unit of distance you move away, the field strength drops by 10 times.
Right. Okay.
So that's the inverse square law. So the further you get away, even if it's only a little bit, it actually makes a big difference in the field strength that's going into your body. So let's pause here and let me show you using magnetic fields on my toaster oven.
Awesome.
How distance makes a big deal, and you don't always have to be very far away from things like electric and magnetic fields. The problem is with radio frequency or microwave radiation from your cell phone and Wi-Fi, it is made to go a very long distance because we have to connect these phones to cell towers that can be as far as 20 miles away.
Okay.
So those fields travel very large distances, but again, the closer you are, the more harmful.
And we're talking 4G.
All of the fields can travel far distances from when we talk radio frequency.
Okay.
4G travels further than 5G will.
Okay.
And 4G might actually be more dangerous than 5G all by itself.
Oh.
So 4G, because of the way that it moves, how that it can move through buildings and objects, is more dangerous. The problem is that 5G is going to be so much more powerful. We're going to be surrounded by it everywhere.
Okay.
And you're likely going to have a 5G device right in your house to connect up to all these cell towers. So if 5G was just sitting way up in these tall towers and it never actually hit you, it's not actually going to come through your house, hopefully. It'll come through windows, it'll come through other things. But for the most part, 5G can't go as far as like a 4. So 4G could be worse than what 5G will be, but it's not worse because we are installing, I just saw the statistic today, I think it was we need 50,000 new cellular towers with the 5G rollout. And currently, I think we have 300,000 towers, and they said we're going to be moving to 800,000 total towers. So we might need 50,000, but I think we're actually installing 500,000 more towers just to get this driverless cars and Internet of Things. So
Okay,
let's
go in the kitchen.
Let's look at distance here. Here we are in the kitchen next to the toaster oven, the infamous toaster oven. This is turned off, so I'm going to turn on the power strip and you're going to watch the magnetic field go up on this meter. All right, now the toaster oven's turned off. I mean, it has power running to it, but it's not actually cooking anything. That is an extremely high magnetic field. 0.5 milligauss is what we want.
Oh my God.
That's ideal. Now our house, the background, as you saw when this is turned off, is about 1 milligauss. So this is 8 milligauss. 0.5 is like safe, really, really high. Now I'm going to turn it on. Just pretend we're cooking something here. Whoa, okay, that's dangerous, like for real. 75 milligauss is really dangerous. So what we're going to do is show you by distance. So how far away do I have to stand from my toaster oven turned on to get to the background level of magnetic field, which would be 1 milligauss in this house. So I'm going to go about 2 inches away, about 4 inches away, now about
so
a
it's already
foot.
dropping.
Dropped significantly a foot
Wow,
away.
look at that.
Let's go about 2 feet away.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to kind of show people the scale here where we're standing. Okay.
So we're about 2 feet away. We're not quite down to background. We're going to back up another like 3.5 feet or so. Now we're almost at background here. About 3.5 feet away from the toaster oven is where we have to stand before we're away from that dangerous magnetic field. So that's what I mean by distance. From a magnetic field, you can stand, a few inches to a few feet away and be safe. Radio frequency or cell phone fields, you have to stand, miles away. All right, so let's go back and finish up this session. So yeah, don't stand next to your toaster oven. Don't stand with your hand on the toaster oven. It's probably gonna get hot anyway. All right.
Good advice.
Okay, and we're back from the infamous toaster oven. All right,
Now famous.
So that was distance, then time. So the least amount of time you spend in front of high emitting anything,
Right.
the better. The least amount of time you've got your cell phone on and anywhere near your body.
It seems very commonsensical to me.
Not when most people are told they're perfectly safe.
Right.
So again, like the electricity, all the outlets, your refrigerator, those things have really high electric and magnetic fields. So like hanging out in your kitchen, like leaning on the refrigerator, you're in that field and now touching it and putting it into your body, not ideal.
Well, and we went around and measured all our appliances, and we found that toaster oven was the highest. That was interesting. We had no idea.
So we're going to show you how to use the meters in one of the last videos that we do. If you want to get your own, we'll show you how to use them. So that is distance, time, elimination of the source, and finally, the last solution possible is if you can't eliminate shielding.
Yeah.
Then shield the source, because if you don't want it getting into your body and causing potential biological harm, you need to shield the source. So like a cell tower that you can't turn off, you can't move your home, whatever the situation is, now you need to bring in shielding materials to shield yourself. That is the last resort, because what we don't want to do is shield the beneficial wavelengths and frequencies that are all around us.
Right.
The Schumann resonance, the Earth's magnetic field, the electric field from the sun, all of these things we want. So shielding is a last resort, and you don't want to shield to the nth degree when you've eliminated even the good stuff coming in. But if you need to shield certain sources, you definitely should do that. So if you can shield the radiation coming off your phone and the cell towers and the magnetic fields coming out of your walls and appliances, that is really great.
Yeah.
So that's the last solution, because that usually costs money to do.
Right.
But often in the world we live in, you've got to shield.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, we don't want you to not use your cell phone. So we still need to use our cell phones.
I'd love to not use a cell phone, actually,
Well,
and I'd love everyone else
right.
to stop using it. But it's not going to happen, and we're not
Right.
telling you to do that.
But it does sometimes feel like we're tethered to these things. So I am happy when I leave it behind. But we all have to use it, and shielding is a great way to mitigate that.
Yep, it does cost money, but it is necessary in this modern lifestyle, in this modern world we live in, so we will tell you how to do that coming up. Okay, so that's it. Elimination, distance, time, shielding. Those are the ways to protect yourself from these things. There's other special mitigation techniques like getting in water and such that we'll talk about. That kind of constitutes shielding and grounding and some other things. We'll get into that soon.
So you're going to want to hear that. That'll be awesome.
Till next time.
See ya.